Every time we die, I delete my stash. Hey guys, Steve the Man here, and welcome to episode 49 of my hardcore Iron Man playthrough in Escape From Tarkov. If you missed previous episodes and would like to know the rules of the challenge, feel free to pause the video so you can read them now. Today, we shake things up a bit. We do another customs run to search for that 114 key, but then we head into Interchange for the first time in a while to complete Database Part 1 now that we have the Alley Logistics key. But before we get into that, man juice, 100% man, 47% juice, or something like that. If you want to be more manly, guzzle down a bottle of man juice. Okay, I just realized that sounds gay as hell. Guzzle down man juice? Oh boy, listen. I wanted to come up with a funny, hey, subscribe to my channel pitch here, but I'm tired. I've been editing all day. Subscribe right now. If you don't, well, you can go kiss my ass. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. Alright, where do we spawn? Not terrible. We can check out the filing cabinet locations real quick. See if we can't find a 114 key. That's our goal, as always. This long and challenging customs grind to try and find what we're looking for here, but we will get it eventually. Labs access card. Hello. I feel like that's the filing cabinets is the place where I've been finding those. That's the second one I found in this playthrough. So, ooh. Must have hit him in the shoulder there or something. Dorms 303. Okay. Is that the same guy? I feel like it might have been. I'm not a fan of this entry.
See the enemy.
I think there's one more. There is. Okay. Was that him? Must have been him. Alright, he's got some 5.56 ammo. I'm going to see if I can take that real quick. He also has 5.56. I'm just gonna snag it into his LBCR, and I'll take that. See if anything worthwhile on him. I hate to have to carry this all the way across the map, but if it's good 5.56, I'll check it when we The other guy over here looked pretty chunky. And I typically don't think there's any 4-mans that play on these AI PMCs, so I think it's just a 3-man. We should be clear. Should have been the last one there. This guy looked pretty chunky. MP5 looks pretty good. Comtech 4s, I'm tempted, but unsure. An MP5 is pretty nice, though. Not gonna lie. You gotta be careful here. Unsure if I want to take those Comtacs or not. Alright, might as well check directors here for graphics cards. And once again, we are not able to get out of our spawn very efficiently. We just wanted to check filing cabinets for the 114 key, and here we are. Fighting a 3-man of PMCs. And not able to leave the spawn. PCB I don't think we actually need anymore. CPU's not bad. SSD isn't bad. Check the safe. Any intel spawn? Nope. No jacket. Nothing up there. Check the safe. And let's move to the filing cabinets and get the heck out of here. Small diary is cool. Veritas is also cool. Take the rubles. Take the book. I did find a key here for Resort one time. And I felt like it was a static spawn for that specific key. So that was good to know. Alright, let's check out this filing cabinet area over here. I honestly don't even think I want this MP5. It's just weighing me down. And to be honest, I feel like I don't actually want it. So let's get in here. Let's get ourselves sorted and figure out what we want to do. Because I am starting to feel like a little boaty. So I do have quite a bit of stuff on me. We'll get our mags loaded up as well. And then we'll figure out what we want to keep, what we want to drop. The Comtac 4s are pretty cool. I might swap them for the sword in just to get myself a little bit of a different... It's a little bit lighter. I feel like the FMJ, yuck. I feel like the FMJ, oh my gosh, no. Okay, so we don't actually want any of that stuff. We want that. What do we got in here? M882. Yuck, okay. That made our decision easy for us. And then, honestly, the MP5, we're going to do that. Yeah, we really don't want much of that stuff. It's not going to help us out in the long run. I don't need it. And we have a long way to make it across this map still. So, let's focus on that. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll check Crack House because we have to go across the map. We'll check Crack House. And then we'll head to dorms. We'll have all the filing cabinets and jackets in both of those locations. And then we'll find our way to the extract. Because that's really what we're here for, is filing cabinets, jackets. Try and find that 114 key. Which is crazy. The filing cabinets have been giving us key spawns. And I think at this point, besides a marked room key, we legitimately have every single dorms key that this game has to offer, and yet the 114 key is still unfound. It's freaking wild. Otterman, what's up, dude? What is up? Sorry if I screamed in the mic there. I saw my levels pop as I said that. Good to see you, dude. It's been like a week, maybe even more than a week. Every time you look at him. Every time you look at him, they know. I don't think I killed him there, by the way. He ducked. He ducked down. Yeah, dude, good to see you. It's been like a week since I've been able to stream. Yeah, I feel like that dude just laid down. Maybe I killed him. You never know, though. You never know. This door does not start closed. I'm pretty sure it starts open. So that means at a minimum someone has been here. Yeah, this door is open too, so someone's been through here, or they're still here. Let's check out this back area, make sure no one's here. No jackets, damn. This door is open, so they may have just walked through, to be honest. Any syringes on the ground? Nope. I don't like checking this while the door's open, but I think we're in a safe little spot here. Double bandage, cool. Alright, let's check for the 114 key. That's what we're here for. We need this freaking key. Good meds. I'll take a Calic B. I think mine has 2 on it, so that's a nice little refresh. CMS, I'm good on. When I have a med case, I'll definitely start grabbing more of these meds to store up. Anything. Got a morphine. That's cool. I'll always take a morphine. Was there super water? IFAC, CMS. Where'd you see super water? Last table by the windows? I think just decoration. Yeah, that thing. Yeah, it looked very similar. Much smaller in size, though. Alright, do we have an intel? Intel spawn. That would be pretty sweet. Nothing. Alright. Let's check the filing cabinets. Come on, give me that 114 key. I really just want that 114 key. We are so overdue. So I did a couple raids off stream. I did 4 raids in the past week. That's how much Tarkov I've played. Oh, sorry if I coughed in the mic. I've been so sick. I'm feeling better. I just have this cough now that won't go away. And I have my voice still isn't 100%. But in the past week, I did 4 raids off stream. I have some surprises in the hideout when we get back to it, which are pretty cool. 4 raids. We got so much done in 4 raids, which is wild. So it'll be a nice little like surprise for everyone that obviously everyone who catches the streams and usually gets caught up on everything that's going on. It'll be a nice little like, oh, you can watch the YouTube videos and see something that you haven't seen, and it'll be a nice little video surprise for everyone. Yeah, he's still up. There he is. Jerk. As soon as I fired that round at that guy, man, they are popping off over there. As soon as I fired the round at that guy, I saw him duck and lay down. It's crazy the timing that those scavs have. Alright, see if the jacket is spawned here. Maybe the goons. I'm not the greatest at recognizing their gunfire. It didn't sound like it was. It sounded like too close to be dorms. It may have been the factory part over there, and that is the territory for the goons. So possibly. But there was a video that dropped yesterday or today where I thought when I was on shoreline, it sounded very much like Bird Eye's sniper, and someone pointed out it was like, no, it wasn't his sniper. It was just one of the AI running into the minefield. I was like, oh yeah, that actually makes sense. This area is always sketch for the goons. I run into the goons a lot by the train tracks by Stronghold, but also right here I've run into the goons quite a bit. Oof. It didn't sound like a normal scav voice line. Could have been, it could be Partisan, or it could be Reshala, but I don't think it's Reshala's voice line. So before I start looting, I'm going to clear out this, I'm going to clear out the rest of, dorms. It might be Reshala. Yeah, I think it's Reshala. Now that I'm listening to the voice lines. Pretty sure it's Reshala. So once again, we go in with the hopes of it being a quiet, normal raid. And we're going to be bombarded. I hate... Let me check bathroom for Reshala. As a PMC. I'll come back to him. Yeah, everyone and their mother is here right now. Let me just keep clearing out. Another PMC. Damn. This is crazy. So maybe it's not Rashala. I'll check those two bodies on the stairs. That guy, 99% sure was a PMC. Yeah, it's a PMC too. Okay. So 3 PMCs. It's not Rashala then. What was that Russian voice line then? Yeah, Rashala could very still much be third floor. One of the episodes that I recorded, it's going to be 2 episodes for raids that I recorded off stream the last week while I was sick. I just didn't have the energy to frickin' stream for 2 to 3 hours. But I was able to get 1 raid in at a time. And one of those raids, I won't spoil it, but Rashala and his guys were camping 3rd floor all together. So it still very well may be Rashala up here. Let's check it out. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Oh, the jacket is here. I've been coming here for a couple times and I haven't seen this jacket. I thought they removed it after the last patch. Guess not. Okay, we got the smuggler's code if you want to take that if the car's not up. That's sweet. Yeah, we'll check 303. See if there's any duffel bags or anything good. Oh, this is the gun room. Okay, so there's crates, and then there's some, I think, weapon spawns on the couch and on the bed that are pretty decent. Yeah, I'm thinking it was just the 3 PMCs. And I think, I feel like there is Russian voice lines that the bears can do. And I think that's what it was. Because he was definitely speaking Russian. It sounded like a scav voice line. And that's why I was like, that doesn't sound like a scav voice line that I recognize. Maybe it's Rashala. But it didn't also sound like Rashala. I recognize his voice. But a bear doing a Russian voice line, that actually makes sense. Alright, so 3rd floor is clear. Yeah, I'm not an expert on the voice lines either. I know a few that I could pick out. Like when I'm at a factory, I can tell when Tagil is there. By the voice lines or the breathing in his mask. Rashala, I know very well now. I've gotten accustomed to it. I've been running into Rashala constantly. It's not a bad thing. I've been getting good practice on him. He is like almost always on this map for me. That's the next level sweaty stuff. Yeah. That's what I want to concern myself with, though. I want to be like, I want to be expert at this game, dude. I'm like dedicated now. I want to be have all of that knowledge with me, especially when my my next playthrough is going to be on PvP. I really want to have that game knowledge built up by the time 1.0 comes around, because that's what I'm doing the next PvP run, and it's going to be a hardcore Iron Man playthrough. And yeah, I'm gonna have to have that game knowledge. All right, anything good in the safe? Let's see what we got. Clock? Nope. Horse. Horse is not bad. I'm pretty sure I have SV98 and what's the other one? VPO. Interesting. I've never seen 2 guns there. I'll take an SV98. Why not? I found some guns there. Nothing great. It usually is like a shotgun, a Saiga. A Saiga is honestly the most common thing I see there. I see a decent amount of Saigas in that little safe thing. That's the first time seeing VPO and the SV98, and that's the first time seeing 2 things in that safe. You know, I don't have a propane for a barter. I think I have to take that. This guy doesn't have food. Would have like food to go with that. Any good ammo? Yes, isn't terrible, but also not noteworthy. This guy's got some good, decent armor. But I still have the class 6 armor on me. Ooh, some BP. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I have too many grenades. He doesn't even have grenades. But I was going to say, if he had grenades, I'm not taking any more. Too bad these guys didn't have 5.56. I killed some PMCs at the beginning of this map. And I didn't want to take the... Ooh, I still need this, don't I? Yeah. What can I drop? The Pokes Ram is just... East 310, I don't know if I have. USD, I'll get rid of. I'll take that. That is the last cowboy hat I need. That's sweet. This is super water. Hell yeah. Doc's case is full, unfortunately. I've been starting to bring in a lot of keys. Red flare. And then we'll drink that super water up. Hell yeah. Chug it, brother. Go. Yeah, I'll check on that Cobra site and see if it's Yeah, in customs I have a significant amount of keys. Oh my gosh, he's still going. He's still going. Holy cow. Where's that Cobra site? Or Cobra grip? 9 and 1. What is this one looking like? 7 and 2. Can that go on there? Boop. Nah, it's a rail mount. Yeah, it's rail mounted. So I'm gonna have to get a rail adapter, but I will probably grab it just to have. All right, let's check these Fallon cabinets. It might already be looted because the door was open. It's kind of looking like it. Yeah, that dude was chugging that super water forever. I probably could have canceled it because my water hydration would have been full like 5 seconds into drinking that. But it's all good. Let it go through for the immersion. Come on, did you loot anything good for me? A poster. I have yet to store any posters for my hideout. At some point, when I get spots to actually post them up, I'm going to have to start finding those. I'll swap that for a full one. Why not? In fact, I don't need 2 Calic Bees. I'll swap that too. Now, does this have 7.6 PS ammo in it? It does. Kind of feel obligated to take the PS ammo. I don't know why. Just really good ammo to pass up. Damn, I've already got 6 dog tags on me. What the hell? I didn't think I needed. I'll throw that on there just to save some room. I'm not going to unload the other mag either. I'm just going to take 1 stack of PS ammo. That'll be plenty. Alright, we are a heavy boy already. We haven't even searched 2-story. And we have to get all the way across the map to our extract. Actually, we have smugglers now, so we're good. We Could take smugglers if you want to. We already looted that room. Oh, I came up here to check if a car was up. If car's up, we don't even have to worry about smugglers. Car's not up, so smugglers it is. Yeah, with smugglers we'll be good. We are very heavy. Very, very heavy. Actually, I wanted to go out that back way anyway. What am I doing? I gotta go 2-story dorms. This propane is the cause of a lot of our pain right now when it comes to weight. SV98 as well. I don't really need the SV98, if I'm being honest. That's an extra 5 kilos we can save, so screw it. Ooh, a little bit of lag. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're not regenning stamina either. We're going to loot 2-story up. And then we're just going to take smugglers right out. And we are a heavy boy. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking with these, with grabbing a sniper, is pushing the close-range Jaeger kills with bolt actions. But that problem is actually solved for us when we get back to the hideout. I'll show you what's up. The 4 raids we did off-stream, although they weren't crazy raids, they were just some customs raids trying to search for the 114 key like we're doing now. There's some significant progression that happened there. And so we are set up to be able to do the close range sniper kills. All right, no jackets there. We'll check these filing cabinets, and then we're just going to get our way out towards smugglers. And we got the dress to kill hat. Nice. Yeah, we got some pretty good loot out of this one. I kind of want that G phone. I kind of don't. AAA, AA battery. I need for something. I can't remember what. But I know I need that now. There was a purpose for the batteries. D batteries and AA batteries. I'm pretty sure it's a barter for something that I really wanted. Can't remember what it is. Screws. I'm going to get rid of the Cobra. So I don't feel like buying a rail mount for that. Dorms 206. Game's trolling me. Come on. 114 key. Another code. Already got one, game. Come on. Nails. We need that for the hideout. 42 is just money. We don't need money. Hard drive. Hard drive, hard drive. I feel like we're not going to use that. That was just money as well, so we'll swap out the suppressor. And some screws. PCB, I think we're all set on. We'll take the screws because we are low on screws for Calic B trades. Once again, once we get the med case, that problem is solved as well. Yeah. We'll check the safe room, and then I think we're all set. We're ready to head back to Smugglers. Which is funny because we came from that way, but now that we have the code, we're going to head right back. We do have Smugglers, right? Yeah, you always get it. No matter what side of the map you're on. Alright. Raid's done. 6 minutes. Let's get out of here. Man, if I was if I had to get out the other opposite side of the map, I'd be screwed. I'd be dumping quite a bit of loot. I come into these raids and my intention is just get out, try and find a 114 key, hit up all the filing cabinets and jackets, keep it moving, and every single time I got into a PMC battle right at the spawn over by Big Red, and then I get a PMC battle at dorms, and then I can't help myself. I gotta loot their bodies. I gotta take their gear. Too bad car isn't up. Car would actually be really, really great. Car would be so much better than running back to smugglers, but beggars can't be choosers. Sorry if I coughed on the mic there. I feel like this cough is going to be with me for like the next month. It's been a week and a half and this cough just will not go away. He thought Tarkov added random coughs. That'll be a jump scare for anyone watching the YouTube video. You know, I pressed my mute button, but I think I might have double tapped it. I've been doing that since the last 2 streams I had over a week and a half ago or whenever it was. I had a cough then, and it was the start of the upper respiratory infection. And I was, the entire streams, I was just muting my mic, coughing, so it wasn't on camera. And it was, I had a pretty good track record. And then, yeah, for some reason, this one just now, I had to cough. I thought I had pressed the mute button, but I think I fat fingered another button instead. All right, let's get out of this one, reset. We'll see if we want to come back to customs or make some progress somewhere else. Not bad. It's funny, even though I'm going in for 114 keys, pretty much every raid or every other raid, I'm still getting like quest items for other quests. So it's not a total loss. Dressed to kill, last one. Bam. Not bad. Oh, we also do have, I was able to barter for, I got the ingredients, Ollie Logistics. And that'll be another quick and easy task for Ragman. I think Ragman, then, all we would need is the next level, level 32, because I think that gives plus 0.03. It does. And it gives us a car battery. So, but I've been doing customs for so long now trying to find this 114 key. I think we swap it up and go with Interchange. Alrighty. Let's head... We can actually just run right to Ollie. Straight to Ollie. Grab the logistics, and then we have, I'm assuming, Amercom? We do. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good point with the buy token thing. In PvP, I'm going to be dying like twice as much, 3 times as much even. And it definitely will affect my playstyle. Like, I'll for sure not be taking fights. Like, in PvP, like, if I rolled up to that last customs raid, and there's PMCs there, in PvP, I would probably take the option of, like, oh, I want to prioritize survival. Let's just ignore dorms and move on. Yeah, that's a good point, how it's like, I could either add in or remove the buy token thing once you get to a certain point in the account. Something to consider. Something to consider. We got quite some time to be able to think about that. It's now May, and they said that wipe, with the timeline that they set, they're not wiping until 1.0. We know that. And they said the last patch before 1.0 is going to be in August of this year, so we have at least 3 months until the next patch, or not the next patch, but the last patch before wipe. And then wipe is going to be, not wipe, 1.0 and wipe is inevitably going to be right after that, which is, what, September? So we've got, theoretically, 4 months until wipe, so we got some time to think about it. And in the meantime, I'm going to check the computers and whatnot. In the meantime, once I complete this challenge and get max traders, I think what I'm going to do is, like you were saying, unlock the account. So once I get max traders, I can use the flea market if I want to, and just kind of keep this as my PVE account and be able to play with people again instead of doing the solo challenge. But the next challenge I'm doing is going to be a scav only challenge. Oh yeah, we can definitely run some labs on this account for sure. I actually want to do that before the end of the series. Maybe, because what's likely going to happen is, as long as we find the 114 key, we'll probably be able to get, nice, SJ6, that's cool. We'll probably be able to get Therapist to level 4. And then we're just going to be working on level 42 to get Ragman. And what we could do from level 41 to 42 is just run labs as like a kind of like finale to the series. That would be ideal situation if we can make that happen. And then, yeah, exactly. Once we unlock Therapist and the ability to buy labs key cards, that'll facilitate that as well. But yeah, that'll be a cool little finale of the series. I think I even have a barter for labs cards right now. I know one of the traders at my current altitude with them, I have the capability of, I can't remember if I need motors anymore. But I'm pretty sure I have the ability to barter for labs key cards right now. I just can't remember what it's for. What the barter is. I have Emercom. I got my quest done. What else is there to do? I guess I could search Goshen for components, hideout components. It's not a bad idea. I'll check all the computers too. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think I need this motor. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Mechanic 3 is when I was able to get the labs key cards. The barter. But yeah, the next challenge playthrough I'm doing, the timeline right now is obviously complete this hardcore Iron Man PVE, get max traders, unlock the account, and then just do like viewer runs and shit and dick around on PVE from time to time until 1.0. But once I complete this challenge, I need some type of challenge that's interesting for people to watch, and the scav only run is what I'm going to be doing. So the scav only run is going to be I can play on my PMC, because obviously you wouldn't be able to level up or complete quests without playing your PMC, but I'm only allowed to complete quests. That's creepy. What is this creep doing? Look at this. What is this guy? What a creep. Dude, what the hell? That's weird. That was one of the creepiest things I've seen in this game, just open and closing the door. That's funny. But back to the playthrough, so the scav only playthrough is I'm only allowed, it's going to be basically a hardcore playthrough. I can't buy from traders. I can't use what do you call it? Insurance. I can't use the flea market. But I can scav. And every piece of loot that I get in the game has to come from that scav. So every piece of gear that I can use, and I'm not deleting my stash like I am doing now. That would be too much of a challenge added to it. It's just too complex. So I can save gear. I can save stuff in my stash. But every piece of gear, every piece of loot I get has to come from my scav runs. And then no insurance. So if I die on my PMC, that gear is gone and I have to use the next set of gear. Which means all hideout upgrade items. I actually want that magazine. All hideout upgrade items, all healing items, all ammo, gear, everything has to have been looted by my scav. So my PMC... One second, we got PMC. Thanks for the assist, Scav. Sorry if I got quiet there. That was an awkward fight to be in. When they hide behind the stuff like that. But yeah, for sure. The scav timer is going to be the biggest problem. And what I'm going to try and do is do as many, or as long a PMC runs as I can. And then hopefully the scav timer is done by the time I get out. That would be the goal. But yeah, so pretty much everything I can use, everything that's going to be in my stash, everything for hideout upgrades is going to have to be looted by a scav. What? I don't think that was shooting at me. Now, where's the scav he was shooting? There was a scav these guys were fighting. I don't know if they killed him or not. I don't want to go walk up and loot these guys and just get destroyed. Because I'm pretty much in the same spot they were in. Okay, they killed him. Taz, yep. Or shotgun, I mean. We're good. We're good. Nice little PP-19. Cool. But yeah, I think it'll be a really cool. The scav only run is going to be a fun one. For sure. Master set. We'll loot that up. Yeah, PP-19 is a good gun. I like the PP-19. Oh, and also the scav only run will be on PvP as well. So a nice little added challenge. I don't like looting this guy out in the open here, but that's a full durability AK as well. Use his meds to heal, so I don't have to use mine. Alright, let's head out, Emercom. No VoIP? I don't know. I don't mind VoIPing. I don't think it'll give me that much of an advantage or anything. I'm not necessarily going to play the tactic of like, hey, don't shoot. Maybe I will. I don't know. I've done that before. But, maybe I won't VoIP. But at the same time, like, VoIPing, especially when you're recording, like, a YouTube series or streaming, it can get interesting. It can get funny, too, as well. Some of the interactions you could have. So I'm not necessarily against taking out VoIP. I think it's a good added little part of the run. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed with the scav-only run. That's pretty much the gist of it. I'm not going to be deleting my stash. I'll be able to save up stuff to make it a little bit easier. But I'm basically limited on whatever my my scav picks up. Let me stand still for a minute. Yeah, for sure. There's definitely some funny interactions you can see and hear by having VoIP enabled. So I'll probably have VoIP as a part of the playthrough. Penalty for going outside of bounds of your PMC run? What do you mean by outside of bounds? Like breaking the rules on accident or something? Like looting something? Oh, quest only. Yeah. I'll probably just, honestly, if I accidentally loot something, I don't think I will. It should be pretty obvious enough for me to not break the rules. But if I do, like, whatever I loot, I'll just delete. I'll just, you know, you guys will be there to call me out if I do something on accident. I'll just delete whatever I pick up. But I think what I will be doing is looting for experience. And the reason I say that is I still need skill level ups, like the attention skill and certain skills to be able to progress quests and to be able to get hideout zones. So searching and looting is going to have to be necessary. I'll just drop whatever I pick up right away. Hey guys, Steve here again. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it this far in the video, it's safe to say you enjoyed the content. So please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel to help me grow. My goal is to reach 500 subscribers by the end of 2025. Thanks a lot. See you next time.